At the Aqua Anime, we talked about mental health a lot. I've shared what I've been through, what I'm going through. You guys share what you're going through. And it's always been something I cared about. Sometimes we forget that having mental peace is something that you just forget to recognize at times. When it comes to relationships and maybe even friendships to an extent, one thing we don't really talk about much is how much does having someone around you disturb your alone time? Sounds like a paradox, right? If someone is around you, what do you mean by disturbing your alone time? You ever dealt with somebody where it feels like them simply existing in your life or being an important part of your life? Your alone time becomes you thinking about them in chaotic ways. Like you argue with somebody and then you get your alone time, but your alone time is filled with you experiencing mental gymnastics, trying to decode what's real and what's just another layer of someone else's chaos. You date someone who's crazy. You're dating someone's undiagnosed daughter, and you feel like you're constantly trying to decode and decipher what they say or their behavior. And it's sad because oftentimes this behavior is manipulative. So you're like constantly second guessing yourself, almost walking on eggshells because you don't know what's genuine about somebody or not. I know somebody who has for the past 7 years manipulated people online, using them, exploiting them for affection or perversions until they're bored of them. Then they move on to the next person. I had a whole argument with them about this, and it took an arm and a leg for them to finally take accountability. They claim they don't know they're doing it, which I am extremely puzzled by. Making people fall for you only because you can have them around for lewd purposes when they don't know your real intention is to toss them out when you find someone else to play with, that's called emotional manipulation. And I may even say predatory behavior. People who love bomb followed by discarding somebody, that's a common tactic used by emotional abusers. It's a form of deception because it misleads someone to believe the connection with you is genuine, but in reality, it's just for your personal gratification. Hunting people down online to go with that on games like VR chat, Discord server, Discord server, Steam profiles, that's preying on people. And I had to explain to this guy, that's serial emotional exploitation. I think the term is future faking, where you make someone believe in a deep connection or future relationship only to abandon them once they serve their purpose. So this individual who I'm talking about, I told him about this. I said, yo, you've been doing this for 7+ years. Stop talking to me about this bullshit about this guy DMing you, talking about how he's fallen for you and stuff like, oh my God, look, he's getting feelings for me. I just want to be lewd. Yo, you manipulated him, period. You can't make any other arguments. You manipulated him. Take accountability for it. So I had another argument with him and I was saying, bro, yo, don't get mad at me that I don't trust you. Don't get mad at me that I think that you don't know how to deal with people. Don't get mad at me that after our conversation about how I told you to stop using people because, yo, I didn't know you were still doing it for 7 years now. I can't just magically believe or assume you just somehow magically stopped after our conversation that we had, the first conversation. This is habitual behavior from you. And I don't think it'll change anytime soon. So don't get mad at me. I don't trust you. Don't get mad at me that I don't like it or want you to talk to my friends unless I'm around. I just don't trust you. And even after the conversation, you're still going on VR chat and shit, finding people to be perverted with. Like, you just want to fuck people and then go to the next. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry that it's so habitual. It's your whole personality. Like, it's your whole personality is based on that now. But you see what happens here? When you see somebody or you get manipulated by somebody, everything involving them with you becomes mental gymnastics. Like I said, you're second guessing yourself. It feels like you're walking on eggshells because you can't tell what this person's intention is. Out of fairness, critique of myself, my trust issues are very bad and sensitive, okay? So I tend to not trust people just in general. But here's the thing. It gets really extreme sometimes. When I catch someone lying to me or trying to manipulate me, or they have manipulated me or lied to me, I may not always react or say something. Most of the time I won't, but I will never let that go. You ever had your mom or your dad lie to you and you caught them lying, and then ever since then you're sort of skeptical about everything that they tell you or they do? And that's a more general example. But once someone steps into your vulnerable side, like a lover, and they get caught lying or manipulating you, you start questioning everything they do. You know that feeling, right? And this is what I mean about second guessing, because once you get into that mental space of questioning everything, you start questioning yourself. Wait, am I overreacting? Maybe I misunderstood them. Am I too sensitive? I feel like maybe I did something wrong and that's why they had to deceive me. And you'll ask yourself those questions after being gaslit, guilt tripped, lied to. Your whole reality gets blurred when it involves somebody, right? And the sad part is, I wouldn't say the sad part. I think it's just reality. Everyone lies to an extent. I lie. People lie for different reasons. People lie for their pride. Some people lie for privacy. I mean, is that wrong? Sometimes the lie is meant for good grace, but oftentimes people will lie or deceive just so their next move won't be anticipated. Think about that. One lie can change everything. Oh, they lied about this. What else are they lying about? Man, how long have they been lying about this? And worst case scenario, you ask, was anything real? And look, I've lied and I've been lied to points where I start analyzing people simply being kind to me. I'm wondering if that's genuinely, are you just being nice? What are you being nice for? Why are you being kind for? Is that genuinely you, or are you just setting yourself up for whatever you plan to do? Even if it's subconscious that you're doing that, what you're planning, you're just being nice because you want me to like you so you can get away with certain unlikable or unfavorable quirks about your personality. And you'll know that I'll put up with it because you made me like you because you're kind. And what this has done to me, or at least I seen what other people, I oftentimes at this point expect dishonesty, even when none exists. You can call it paranoia. Damn, Aku, you paranoid. But anybody watching or listening to this video understands, yo, once you've been manipulated badly by someone, your brain starts to anticipate it. It may not be as extreme as other people. It doesn't make you immune to being manipulated by people in the future, but you tend to have your guard up now. So going back, this is what I meant by the paradox of somebody not being around you, but you can't enjoy your alone time because they're causing chaos mentally. It's hard to escape it because you start to get used to someone being dishonest, that trying to walk away from it feels like something isn't keeping you emotionally engaged anymore. That's an alien feeling. If you're in a chaotic relationship or friendship, whatever, peace feels boring to you. There's no chaos to distract you. It's like something ain't right here, cuz. Dare I say, you might even miss the manipulation. Not because it was good, but because it was so familiar to you. But the reality is, even though that peace feels strange at first, once you sort of escape the chaos and the manipulation of somebody, right? Or the constant manipulation of somebody, even though that peace may feel strange at first, once you step far away enough, you stop getting anxious when you get that text. And you usually thought it was them, but I don't care anymore. You stop wondering what they said or what you said. Was that the wrong thing? You stop feeling that you need to prove yourself to somebody who never truly valued you. And then once all of that is put together, that's when you realize you're free. Then life suddenly feels like it's on easy mode. Even if it's really not, you can still be broke at everything. But after dealing with someone's undiagnosed daughter, and by the way, that title of this video and stuff, I say that in preference to my life. I prefer to date women. Okay, so the title is in relation to me. Someone's undiagnosed son also lies a lot. Okay, don't take it personal. I digress. You can still be broke and have many other things going on in your life that honestly, you could say is terrible for your life. But after making it through dealing with someone's undiagnosed manipulative daughter, you feel like life is easy again, despite everything. It's like you survived mental warfare. It was like you were in the trenches. Hey, Since you were in that, hey, everything else, unfortunately, in your life, it's like nothing to you right now, man. You felt like you made it through hell and back. And think about it like this. Since you feel like these other issues in your life are not that impactful anymore because you just found your peace again, you have a better chance tackling those issues or situations. So even though someone hurt you or manipulated you, and it did affect you and how you perceive things, going through that may have also made you tougher. That's that stuff that builds character. Hey, that's a way to look at it too. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. Times Square.
Nightmare 7 a.m. in the morning though. No surprise. Times Square's you and I under those lights. No disguise. Don't tell me everything you wanted was a lie. All those city lights, it's an endless night. Never expected you to bring me so much life. Close my eyes too long, then it's time to say goodbye. Let's dance all night till the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Let's dance all night till the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Caution. Wait a moment, keep my heart locked away, it's filled with emotion. Gave the key to you, right in front of you is open. Hey, try your best to not leave it broken. Oh, it's been a while since you know it's frozen. Not the